Hello YouTube, this is Team Genesis with another deck profile. I am doing a deck, I haven't did a video in a while, it's been busy lately, doing a deck profile on Gold Paladins. Did my local tournament today, actually went 2-2, won in the first round.
I'm going with that deck.
I actually won, I went 2-2, first game I won against Cargros. Second game, lost to Great Natures. Great Natures. Third game, actually won against, if I wasn't mistaken, I think, it was Chaos Breakers, and then, no, it was actually my bad. Game 2 I lost, it was Chaos Breakers. Game 3 I won against Great Natures. And then fourth battle lost. Was going to come in the top 8, but I had to leave because there was some personal issues. But let's start the video. Start up with the starter is, my girl here will be helping me with the names. But he's your main starter. G-Break 1. Is Unite skill when a Unite skill activates, put into the soul, top 3, search for one of them, call it to rear guard, and it gets +2. Better starter than I mostly see because it's not a counterblast. Most of the starters I see have counterblast, and you don't want to really do that too much. You don't really want to have too much of a counterblast deck, especially if you don't play unflipped perfect guards. Alright. Grade 3s now. I play, of course, your 4 gurguits. Nope. Of course, your four gurguits. You know, G-Break 2, when this gets attacked, this card, the skill actually works against most decks, especially Kagros. With this, what it did is it actually saved me from Kagros because since I couldn't really call grade 1 to higher due to I forgot the skill. I forgot the card's name. I'm very bad with names sometimes. But that skill allows you that you can't call grade 1s. So by using his skill, Novell, Novell basically keeps you from calling grade 1s or higher from hand. So by using his G-Break 2, actually, because of course when they start first, they're going to get you at least to close to 5 damage, go into Novell, and then try to stop you. But this skill, G-Break 2, save you. Even if you use a G-Guard, it's still considered, so it's good. My next one is not many people run, and I've seen on here, Aggravane. That's just a message. Aggravane. I play Aggravane instead of, I don't see anything. The only reason I run Aggravel is because I don't have Ezreal at the moment. Aggravane. What happened? I said Aggravel. I know I said Aggravel, right? Yeah, I said Aggravane, I'm sorry. Aggravane is because if you do have stuff that's unflipped and, you just somehow, again, you want to be able to maybe end the game and your opponent doesn't have much hand, you would go into him. G-Break is actually, it's not really even a G-Break. It's not even G-Break. It's just beginning of your main phase. It's basically a Mega Blaster, like she said. It's got a continuous skill also too. Is when you Soul Blast 8 and you Counterblast 5, it gets it'll stay at whatever rear guards you have because they had a 15k base. Real good. At most. It can actually go to 7. It can actually go to 17 actually, because that skill plus the soul charge 1 gives it at least 17. So you can go up at least maximum of 17 by itself.
With the crit.
With a crit basically. So it'll basically be hitting you for like 2 crits basically. That's basically a grade 3 lineup. Grade 2s. I play 3 Elio, or Elio, whatever way you want to say it. Elio. That's weird. It's like a Spanish name.
Kind of does.
Use 3 of them. 3 is fine. 3 is fine. Use 3s because it's an skill. If your opponent decides to say, okay, they're not gonna guard it. It's like counterblast 1, put into the soul. You search the top 3, and you get to search up to 1 of them and call it. Good skill to stack up your gurguit real quick. Just you're stacking up as much as possible. Very good, really good skill. It's not even a G-break. It's not even G-break card, so you could use it anytime. You can use it even when it's like
Great too.
you don't even want. Yeah, basically you can use it anytime you want. If your opponent's like doesn't really want to guard it, it's like
What the heck?
Call.
What the heck?
What?
If your opponent want to call it guard it,
Yeah, it's
what
like
the heck?
they use like what the heck, or like kind of thing. Next one, I play. Not many people would think of running this. Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Okay, keep saying I have to learn my words. I'm sorry. I have to learn my words better. Valkyrie. This is also not a G-break card either. Is when it's placed from deck, just like with Elio, it does something like that. But this one, instead of calling out 3, it calls out 1. Just looks at the top card and then call it. Real good. Quick. I've seen pulling off her with the stand trigger. One of the stand triggers I run. She goes off perfectly, especially if you're gonna have Scourge Point. Scourge Point. Yeah. Scourge Point on the field. Really good card to go out to. If you could pull off her and go into the stand trigger. I gotta stop getting messages. Next. This one of the United skills is when he's new United, he gets a 3K. That's basically all I can really say about that card. I play 2, no more, no less. Just play 2, should be fine. Gets an extra 3K. I mean, there's not really much to really say about him much.
This skill only activates when he's united, though.
Yeah, I said a United skill. I mean, people should know that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, is this a United skill gets 3K when it's United? I mean, that's the only thing I really can say about that card. Two Knight of the Fate Sun.
Mercia.
I say Knight of the Fate Sun. But I used to play 4 copies, but then I didn't really see much because if you run the stand triggers or the unflippers, even unflipped perfect cards, which I don't run unflipped perfect cards, but I have basically 5 cards that are going to allow me to unflip. I mean, you only really counterblast with Gurguit skill. I mean, that's really or Valkyrie. That's the only 2 cards I've seen, or some of my strikes. But I haven't really came to the point that I ran out of counterblast until like really late game, like when like one of us is about to like deck out or we just can't take it no more. That's the only way. Or we ran out of heal triggers. Let's put it that way. Last is, of course, Bogal. I just run 1 copy. I used to run 4, but he's really no need. When he's united, gets 5K. I mean, it's a 14K base. It's good, but heck, it only works at the end of the battle. So it's like you can attack for 14, stand it back up, and it's got 9. That's all it's got.
No. It's 14 throughout the whole turn.
No, it only gets the 5K until the end of the battle.
Yeah.
Yes. It only gains the 5K and to end the battle. That's all I only run 1. Of course, your 4 strike enablers. You usually get it from the trial deck. That's basically it. You just get it from the trial deck. Not really much to say about that. You call from hand, search up Gurguit, but then you have to reveal a great 3. Not much to say about that. Next, 4 of the old perfect guards. Instead of running the unflippers, just run that. It's better with Gurguit because if you're possibly could lose, and you have a couple counterblasts, and you don't have much cards in hand, look at the top 4, and you might even get that, especially if it's late game and you know you have at least 1 or 2 perfect cards in your deck. This could come out, call, and then it still can be used because it's called. It could just be called from deck, hand, or anything. It's really good. I'd rather run that on flippers anyway. Next, to Jeffries. United skill. You put when it's boosting, you get to put into the soul, and it gets to draw a card. I like to have a big hand in this deck. I'd rather have a big hand in this deck instead of a lot, because when I used to play this, I didn't have no draw triggers or even anything that drew. So it's like my hand size would go down real quick. Now that I play, I might deck out a lot quicker, but you'd rather have deck out on your own turn. You'd rather go on your own terms than lose because
damage.
Yeah, pretty much like that. 2 Slamies. I used to run 4, but then you were decking out a lot quicker. So if running 2 is perfectly fine. If you want to run 3, that's fine, but that's it. Don't run any more. Don't run any less than 2. You want to run 2, it's fine, but don't run 1 because 1 is pointless. And your last 2 are the boosters. If it's boosting a united skill, a card will unite, gets another +2. It gives you 2k to that card. Onto triggers. You play your simple 4 heals. I play the special crits, the ones that you put into the soul and gets +3. Here's where the stanchions really get weird. Is I play 3 of the unflipper ones, then I just play 1 copy. Well, I do play, like I said, 3 copies of that, and I play 1 copy of this. This is what I was talking about. Is because I couldn't find the 4th one, so I just used him and the dog, and it actually works really well. I mean, I've been getting pulled off real quick. The reason I only play 1 is because if you just play 1 and you do get him his hand, it's like your next card you're not going to be worried about like, oh, he's gonna come here. You use that skill, put at the bottom, look at the top 3, and then call again. And of course, I do play the 4 of the original just draw triggers. Don't play anything else except the if you want to play other draw triggers, fine, but just play that. Last are the strides. Okay. Is the G guards? I played 2 Slamies and 2 of the other ones. This one's just in case you just want to guard for something real quick. This is for the big hitters, because you can actually get this up to a 41 to a 41k. Because you look at the top 5 and you turn it.
Perfect guard.
Yeah, you can call a perfect guard. You can call anything. If you don't have a perfect guard, call out a grade 0 and a grade 1. And there you go. You got a 41k all together, and it's actually pretty good. I played this for that. If you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. Only reason I play 4 copies of him is because it's just in case if you get Aggravain in your hand, at least he might come into play, because then you won't be using much counterblast, since if you don't have Gurguit, at least you'll be able to call something out of your deck. Excuse me. This is just a quick, calling something out from your deck. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Because you probably will be soul charging a lot, especially if you do have the crit in your hand, or you even have the stand trigger, or even the grade 2. Next is from the trial deck, or 4 of the United Skill one. Like I said, it's good with the booster because your grade 3s don't have Unite. So if you play him, it's like it's giving your Vanguard an extra 2k on top of probably the 5 So you're looking at basically a 35k column right there, buy and sell. I like playing 4, just I like it. 2 scorch points.
Score point.
Whatever how you say it. It sounds like it sounds like a fire, so I'm gonna call it scorch point.
That's how you say it, actually.
Huh?
That's how you say it.
Scorch point. Okay. I played 2 copies. I used to play 1, but it wasn't working. This is how I actually beat the Great Matrix, because I called out this, and I got it boosted up so over 50 something thousand. That actually, because I kept calling, Valkyrie. Then I called out the stand trigger. Then I used the starter skill. I kept going and had so much power to it that my opponent could not guard, and I got him with at least double crit. I only played 4 crits, but it did come out like that because I kept looking at cards. I kept even getting in the beginning, just kept getting draw triggers, grade 1 and 2, kept getting draw triggers. So it was like less cards were in my deck to the point that I got double crit and won. Last card, for some reason, I only play 1 copies because I cannot find them. If anybody out there is looking that they know the value of him or have any more copies and they want to sell me, let me know. You know, I do have a Facebook too. It's, of course, Keith Martin Messenger if you want to look me up. And, you know, find me on there. And if you do have, and especially you can go on Brotherhood of Cray, and if you know me from Brotherhood of Cray, you know, I'm looking for like even decks too, like I'm selling and trading decks too, kind of thing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and like I always say, have a nice day.